Hey guys, it's your boy Scotty, and we are back with another episode with a very special guest to the channel. This is a man coming out of Wales. He is not afraid to say how he feels about the sport of mixed martial arts and the organization UFC. He makes amazing content on Instagram, TikTok, go hit him up, breaking down fights, saying what he expects from the UFC, not only breaking down MMA bouts, but talking about different techniques that can be used in the martial arts realm. This is Tom coming at you MMA. How you doing today, Tommy?
What's up, brother? How are you?
I can't complain, man. You want to really get into it or talk more about yourself? Like how we doing this?
Hey, man. I don't mind an introduction. I recently did face cam videos for the past month. Seen some good growth, talking about, as you said, MMA, the scene of the UFC, some diabolical things, some good things, the Paramount deal. I think we'll cover it all today, but I think it's all going well, and we should get into it.
Oh, absolutely, because there's a lot with Topuria. Thank God. I mean, it was a miracle. This is the one good news that happened after this Paramount deal. That bitch got what's coming to her. Fuck her. Never find your wife in Miami. Never, ever, ever. That's what Ilya has taught us.
Said it, right?
I mean, when I saw this chick is Venezuelan and they met in Miami, I'm like, oh, fuck, this isn't going to go well. But then when I found out that the charges were dropped, the alleged abuse allegations, there were obviously allegations, they were bullshit. He didn't do it. I'm glad that he got to see his daughter, you know what I mean? Because she tried to take everything from him. That was bad.
Well, they always seem to do that, right?
No, absolutely.
They always seem to go for everything. Which is surprising because, I thought genuinely they seemed like a good couple.
They seemed like a power couple. Yeah.
Ariel Helwani's show.
Where they were holding hands, they were happy. Yeah.
It went viral of her saying, if someone's going to die in the cage between another fighter and my man, it's not going to be my man. And I thought, fuck, she's a ride or die,
Yeah, she's a real wife. And then it's like, oh, Miami. I'm like, oh, fuck. When I saw that Nelk Boys clip, I'm like, shit. This is going to be a...
he was fucked after that.
Yeah, but I'm like, this man he's got a good relationship with God. He's blessed by God, man. Because I'm like...
Those boxing skills,
Yeah, man. I'm very glad because he's an exciting champion. He should have fought Gaethje instead of Gaethje fighting Paddy. They could have had the lightweight belt as a way as introductory. I'm not sure who's fighting in the White House, who's fighting who. It seems like a mess with that White House card, if I'm being honest.
My dream with Topuria, honestly, would be to see Islam and Topuria fight.
I'd love that.
I would fucking love that because that's what everyone wants to see, right? You want to see the absolute best guys go at it.
Absolutely.
You watch them guys go at it. Either that or it would have been Arman and Topuria because those guys are the top guys in the division. No offense, if Paddy won, I wouldn't have cared really.
He's the fifth best lightweight, even lower to be honest.
Yeah, sort of. It's a entertaining fight, right? But for die-hard fucking fans, you want to see the Armans, you want to see the Islam Makachevs,
the Ilyas,
the White House.
Yeah. It just sucks because there's a lot of fights I really wanted to see because obviously Hooker and Gaethje got canceled and both would have ended up retarded and with CTE to the extreme if that happened. So maybe it's a good thing. You know what I mean? That fight didn't happen. Now that I really think about it in the long run,
it's blessed their brain health for sure.
Oh, absolutely, dude. And that fight was going to be 3 rounds. Thank God. If it was 5, I honestly think we would have seen a death in the UFC for the first time ever. So I'm like, you know what? Ooh, after seeing Poirier versus Hooker, I'm like, Hooker versus Gaethje would have been more violent. That would have been bad. Yeah.
And Hooker and Dustin was like a bloodbath.
The
aftermath. I think you've probably seen the clip of the documentary Aftermath. It was horrible.
It was fucking insane. Yeah.
Hooker, it looked like Hooker was going to die, honestly.
Yeah, literally his face was like a balloon. He was like, oh shit. I'm like, the fact that he still fought after, he took a beating from Saint-Denis and he's smiling. I'm like, this guy's a fucking psycho. But that's the thing about Hooker, man. He's not a grappler. Now look, did he have good submission attempts against Arman? Arman did alligator roll and said, fuck you. And then, I don't know, because Arman's a great...
How the fuck he did that?
Yeah, Arman's a great, it's like he has no bones. It's like he's water almost. He literally just... rolled around. Hooker would have submitted most guys in the lightweight division with that. It's like a dragon choke.
Is so rare to see.
I know.
In the moment on live television, to do that, and Hooker's no slouch. When it comes to submissions.
Oh, absolutely.
He can, and that was locked up.
Yeah.
It looked like it. and he just fucking scrambles around. It's like a 180 turn, 360 even. I'm like,
and then because Oliveira had him deep in a choke, and then his pants just slid down, his shorts, started sliding down. And I'm like, fuck, because Arman is a slippery little bastard. I really wanted to see Arman versus Islam. And then every time I see Arman fight, I'm like, fuck, that Arman versus Islam fight would have fed so many families. And
it's like, when that fight got called off,
I was so mad.
I've ever been more, like, pissed off
ever in my life, I know. And it's interesting because Arman's a big boy. I don't see him staying in lightweight very long. Like, I know that's a weird take to have.
I think the only thing is, it's like,
he's too short for welterweight. He's like 5'7", 5'8", somewhere around there, 5'7" or 5'8".
That's cutting it short a bit for welterweight, but
yeah,
could happen. See, like, he's so talented that maybe.
How tall is Buckley? He's not 5'10". He's shorter than that. Absolutely.
I think Buckley, because he's like a powerhouse.
Yeah, he hits hard. Yeah,
he can kind of like, Arman doesn't suit that type of style, but he's still like a dog, right?
Yeah.
I think he can wrestle anyone and keep them on the floor.
Oh, absolutely. I think Buckley is at least 5'8", because let's be accurate, let's be honest, UFC isn't very accurate with their height statistics, in my opinion, because we've seen Oliveira listed at 5'10". Oliveira is, at least I met him in person, somewhere between 5'11" and 6 foot, if I'm being like honest, because Gaethje was listed as 5'11". Oliveira looked a little taller than him in the face-off, like when they were head-to-head.
Did you find Oliveira was like a good 5'11", 6 foot?
Around there, between 5'11" and 6 foot.
For some reason, I thought he was like more like a 5'9", 5'10" for some reason.
He's definitely taller than like 5'10" a bit. Because, like, I'm 6'2". I'm not, like, tall, but, like, I'm, like, when I stood next to Pereira was wide. Like, he was a lot bigger than, like, I thought, because he looks lean, not, like, skinny, but he has a lean build. But when you see his back, dude, his back is wide. And the way he walks, it's like he's one of those fucking, like, what, it's in fucking Star Wars, not the battle droids, but like the mech, the battle, the huge battle droids, like.
Oh yeah.
That's how his back was built like.
He looks like him a bit.
Yeah. He kind of looks like them with his face and shit, but yeah, he looks like the super battle droids. I'm like, this motherfucker's huge, because he's like, I don't think he's 6'4", he's at least 6'5".
He's just a dense rock.
A dense creature. He's not human. He's like, he was a man of a few words. You know what I mean? It's good to know he's real.
Yeah, he keeps it real for sure. Like, he's not like fake on camera.
Oh, absolutely. He's just himself. And he was chilling with some chick, and he was watching the fights. I think it was Burns versus Morales when he came to Jersey, and then Morales just wailed the shit out of Burns. And Burns fights killers, man. It sucks watching him lose like that. Him versus Prime Usman is something I'll never forget. Him versus Hamza. He was too active. I think he took too many fights on short notice. Too many injuries. AC joint fucked up.
Fight, he was beating.
He was looking good.
JDM.
Yeah.
Bro, like, if he didn't lose that last scramble at the end, and then when
knee in the face,
bro, like, he would have taken that whole fight.
I know. That really hurt.
It is sad because I do like Gilbert a lot.
I hope Gilbert fights Colby, and I want Colby to lose. Because, like, I get Colby does the whole asshole thing, and it works publicity, attention-wise, pay-per-view. But Colby got 2 undeserved title shots. He didn't deserve that Usman rematch. He did not deserve that fight with Edwards. Everyone this man beat, everyone that Colby beat is no longer active in the UFC. They're no longer active fighters in the UFC, right?
Yeah.
And it's very fucking annoying because, like, when I look at these fighters, because welterweight is just a bunch of old heads getting wiped out by the new gen. That's how welterweight's always been. You know what I mean? When we saw Woodley getting whooped 4 times in a row, okay, he's the old guard. Demian Maia was the old guard, and then he lost to fighters. And then Ben Askren. So then Ben Askren came a little later in his career. Lawler was looking good, beating the shit out of him, and then he got caught in that submission. The ref stopped it early. I'm like, damn.
The bulldog. Almost like keep your brother in a choke.
Yeah. And then Demian Maia fucked up Ben Askren after the fight with Masvidal. And it was, I mean, don't get me wrong, Askren's a wrestler. He always had shit striking. You know what I mean? That's just the truth. Man, Ben Askren, he was definitely way out of his prime. His hip was fucked. He was done after he came to the UFC. It sucks.
Yeah, because where did he come from again?
He was in Bellator, then won championship. He was champion and won, I think. Yeah, he was champion in one. He was also champion in Bellator, right? Was he the champion in Bellator?
I think he was definitely champion in one.
Yeah.
But yeah, when he came over, like, he had a lot of hype behind him. I was thinking, yeah, he's gonna do some good work here. But,
he looked like shit though. He was old at that point. Yeah.
Like, proper dad bod and everything.
Yeah, he was just out of shape, and man. And speaking of out of shape, let's talk about the heavyweight division. What the fuck's going on there? Yeah.
Yeah, what, 37
active fighters? Like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah. That's a scary stat.
Our champ's out, just had double eye surgery.
Man, John Jones, and here's the thing, like, here's how I see it. Because the UFC likes to blame John Jones. The UFC, I didn't like how he was a dick towards Tom. Because Tom, his ass waited patiently. He hasn't fought since, like, the Curtis Blades fight, and then all of a sudden he gets to Real Gun. Okay, huge matchup. Then Edward Scissorhands tries to gouge her boy twice. Tom fucking shoots for a takedown, got eye poked again. And Gon's a sneaky fighter. He got a title shot that was undeserved. When he fought Volkov, arguably, I considered it a robbery. I thought Volkov looked great in the first round, and then in the third, yeah. I know it's a split decision, but I felt Volkov did more, in my opinion. And yeah. Gon looked like shit. I'm going to be honest, he looked like shit. Yeah.
And also, like, Tom took, like, the Pavlovich fight on short notice as well.
Both guys took on short notice, yeah.
Dana has this fucking way of short-ending fighters in a very subtle way in the post-fight press conferences. Like, he'll always be like, "Oh, I didn't say anything about Tom. Oh, don't let me speak about Tom. You guys."
All he did was complain about him in the press conference. He insulted him for not wanting to fight anymore. He could have lost his eyes. You know what I mean? He's got double eye surgery. Yeah.
Like, that's some heavy shit.
Right?
Like,
and you're angry at Tom when John Jones fucked everyone over. He's the one that got into another situation. What, wasn't there like a naked chick in his car and he ran away into the bushes and went on like IG story live? And I'm like, why is he on Instagram live? And then he's threatening an officer. You have this guy, don't get me wrong, is Jones the GOAT? Yeah, but like, he's an embarrassment to the UFC. He fucked over the UFC many times. With his antics outside of the octagon. And that's the problem. Like, Dana will kiss ass Jones, but insult Aspinall when his health is on the line. It's not Aspinall's fault there's nothing going on in the fucking UFC heavyweight division. It's not Aspinall's fault that they booked Stipe versus Jones. That was ridiculous. No one wanted that shit.
They even moved the fucking whole event for Jones, with the Pico ground.
Yeah, and he was able to land 12-6 elbows. They made it all for him.
To me, it just speaks like volumes about where Dana's head's at.
Yeah.
And for me, I don't really understand the direction he's looking to go with heavyweight.
Well, he's focused on power slapping stuff of boxing. Like, he's not focused on
UFC. Checked out. He's really checked out.
Yeah, he hasn't given shit about matchmaking in God knows how long.
Not to segue off, but how hard is it to do a fucking face-to-face interview?
Yeah.
Right? Or at least make them a regular thing between all of the fighters. Not every so often, like, I'll shove it on ESPN and do a little segment. Like, no, like, schedule, promotion, get people excited.
His fucking phone died when he was announcing fights on IG Live. That's fucking insane. This guy doesn't give a shit about the UFC. What's going on?
Yeah. Like, bring a bit more fucking enthusiasm and excitement.
For the love of God, right? Yeah.
Because it's really obvious that he doesn't really give a fuck.
This guy woke up out of bed. He reminds me of me when I was on Zoom calls. I go on school in my boxers. I don't give a shit. I don't want to be there. That's how Dana is. There's no excuse. This is your company. What are you doing?
Yeah, and with the heavyweight division, just like as a summary, there's nothing going on.
Yeah, I want them to go to PFL, one championship. I want them to go to Glory Kickboxing, teach some, some Glory fighters from Glory Kickboxing some takedown defense. Teach boxers takedown defense. Do something. Because at this point...
And even how they rushed Rebellis to Spain.
Yeah.
He could be in great prospects. We're looking at a Taekwondo bronze Olympian. Okay, he didn't have the best hands. He didn't have the best takedown defense. No shit.
Had knockout power. Exciting. Put him against tin cans.
If you want to bring back a bit of excitement to the heavyweight division, even if we all know, oh shit, maybe he's not the guy we think he is, at least there's that... unpredictability of it. You don't know for sure. All you see is a 6'7", 6'8" guy, highlight kicks, and just destroying like
in seconds. Like the first round, first 5 seconds, first 10 seconds, shit like that.
Build him up. bro. Like, don't just shove him in with more experienced grapplers.
Okay, bye-bye. You're done now. Like, they fucked themselves over big time with that. You know what I mean?
That was a huge highlight.
I know.
Even if he didn't get to champion, right?
Yeah.
Whatever.
And
could have got some good highlights.
Oh, absolutely. He could have gotten some KOs. He could have knocked out a few journeymen here and there. I don't know. Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I didn't like the way they handled it, right? Because they cut Jairzinho Rosenstrike, yet they kept Tai Tuivasa's fat ass. Tai Tuivasa loses 6 times in a row because he lost his last fight to Tyson Teixeira. Yet for some weird reason, they keep him, but then they cut Almeida. And then when I heard Almeida got cut, I think, did Tai get removed after?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so they cut Almeida first. I'm like, damn, like that's just some crazy shit. Because look, Almeida, I'm going to be honest, at first, you and I talked off camera. We talked about how exciting he was. He got some submissions, a few finishes, some TKOs, because he was like a light heavyweight when he came to the UFC. Then he had a catchweight fight, then he went up to heavyweight. His skill set was perfect for heavyweight, out wrestling everyone. I still believe in my heart, this is a controversial take, so get ready for it. You ready? I believe Almeida could have beaten Cyril Gane. I know it sounds crazy.
That's not crazy.
Okay.
Bro, that's not even a controversial take.
Because a lot of people...
Like, that's a well-informed...
Because, like, here's the thing. He shoots for that takedown. Gane is face down, ass up. You know what I mean?
Bro,
so...
like, we're looking at Almeida. He is an athletic beast, bro. Like, I've not seen anyone at heavyweight shoot double legs like this guy. He would be here. The opponent would be here. He's sliding across the fucking floor, right? He's covering so much distance with his shot. I never seen anything like it. Bro, I get it, right? He lost to
Rizvan
Blades,
Kuniev
right?
and Blades.
Yeah.
And Volkov.
I get it. But this guy had something.
He had potential. You know?
And they should have kept him going.
They should have had him fight Ante Delija after or something like that.
Yeah, there's just not enough going in the heavyweight division to just cut him
be
like
cutting
that.
fighters, you know what I mean? Like, at this point, you're making a shitty division, and I didn't think this was possible. 10 times shittier. I didn't think heavyweight could get any fucking worse because Francis is gone, Jones is gone, no Overeem, no Stipe. So it's like, fuck, this division really sucks dick right now.
And he was in shape, right?
Yeah, shredded.
What do we normally see?
Fat motherfuckers that gas out in the first round and can't even wrestle. You know?
Listen, I know you like Derek Lewis, but for me, like, I'm not a fucking fan, bro. Like, I feel like he's too unprofessional. Like, I get it, bro. Like, he has got good
He's got the
wrestling.
personality. He's funny. He got knockouts. I know what you mean.
He's got it, right?
Yeah.
But he just doesn't give a fuck too much. And the lackadaisical fucking passion he brings, like, when he's actually fighting, other than, like, a really cool KO, he ain't got it, bro. Waldo kicked his ass. You know?
Yeah, peptides didn't really do much for him.
Fights like that. It's always one or the different. Right?
It's either you get knocked out or you get finished or lose a decision by a guy that's really good. The Almeida fight sucked because I know Derek says he hurt both his shoulders. I knew Almeida was going to out-wrestle him regardless. You know, Derek isn't known for his takedown defense. I mean, can Derek wrestle offensively? We've seen him shoot for a takedown before.
Yeah.
But it just sucks because he knocked out Volkov. He knocked out Blades. He knocked out these high caliber fighters, and then going to the fight with Cyril Gane, we're like, oh, Derek Lewis, you know what I mean? And then Gane just beat the shit out of him, landed some elbows, then he gets knocked out by Tai Tuivasa. Sergey Pavlovich caused him issues too. I mean, before the Sergey fight, I think he fought Chris Dawkins, and that says a lot. Dawkins fucking sucked. Let's be honest. He really, man. I'll never forget when he moved down to light heavyweight and he fought Khalil Roundtree. I'm like, oh my God.
Oh,
yeah, every time he fights a black, don't book this guy against black guys, for the love of God. It's like, every fucking time it's insane. He's like the opposite of Carlos Prates. Carlos Prates knocks out every black guy he fights. But you put Chris Dawkins against a black guy, he's fucked. It's like you want him to die, Swear, it's insane. But
aside from the heavyweight division, like in terms of like the opening Paramount deal with the opening card, what was it? Taporia.
With Gaethje versus Pimblett.
Gaethje. Well, what was your take on that fight?
I really want to see Ilya versus Gaethje, obviously. That would have been perfect. But the divorce, his ex-wife, Miami whore of a human being, if you can even call her that. Never find your wife in Miami. You know, Nelk boys were right. But Patty had a lot of heart. I'll give him that. Lasting 5 rounds with Gaethje, that shit's no walk in the park. So I'll go straight off the bat and say
It
that.
reminded me of a Max Holloway beatdown of Brian Ortega.
It really
Remember
did. It's like
Brian
he's teaching him how to
Ortega's
fight
fucking face
almost. Yeah.
after that fight was brutality. The end pictures remind me of the same. The issue I have with Pimbler is if you want to do that style,
Yeah.
right, you have to have good footwork.
Have an actual game plan. Yeah.
Range distance, lateral movement,
Oblique
bro.
kicks.
Like, don't just fucking stand in front of Killer Gaethje, bro.
That was a
and take
bad
him
idea.
bombs.
Dude had a ringworm when was on antibiotics and still was able to put on a performance like that.
Because I'm so like well versed with like Gaethje, I've watched so many of his fights, like, but really studied them. I knew that he's someone that takes a hit to give a better one.
Oh yeah.
And when I saw Paddy was like jabbing and not even doing anything crazy,
Not following up. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was just like, bro, he's going to get on the inside and he's going to throw an overhand. And he literally did it and just dropped him. And I was like, the fight's probably over. Somehow he made it through that opening.
That's fucking Scouser, I'll tell you, yeah.
I don't know how.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think it's always like a good accolade to be like, hey, I can take loads of fucking shots and stay in a fight. I think it's kind of dumb, personally. Like, it's people get complimented it for it. Oh, you're a dog. You stay.
Well, how's that going to end up in the next fight and the next fight and the next fight? You know what I mean?
But it's like, bro, yeah, you've complimented yourself to fucking, potential CTE.
Yeah, and Paddy, he shouldn't even be fighting at lightweight. This guy used to fight at featherweight in Cage Warriors. I don't know how he made weight. He's vaping, not the best for your body, lungs-wise, stamina, cardio-wise. You don't want a bunch of oils, plastics, metals in your lungs. So I don't like how he vaped for his appetite. I know he's a fat ass. Just don't, put down the donuts, dude. But, like, you're 200 pounds. You're going all the way down to lightweight. Your body's already depleted from a weight cut. You're vaping, and you took a lot of damage from Gaethje. I know he's young, but he's in his 30s. He's not going to be here very long after a performance like that. His striking needs work. I kind of like how I wish Paddy fought Gaethje the way Max was fighting Ilya. He established his distance. He went in and out move, had an oblique kick, right? So I felt like with his style, he could have done so much more because we've seen him like do a sort of karate stance with Bobby Green. Okay. I mean, Bobby shot for a takedown, and I'm like, that's a dumbass move. I don't know why he did that. But
you just not submit.
Yeah, so quick. And then I'm like, with Paddy, I'm like, if he did like how Houthi fought Rafael Fiziev, by picking him apart with the jab. Fiziev was so afraid to follow up, by the way. He was hesitant.
By the way.
That was insane. Like,
Right.
And I'm like, oh, that lead leg is there all day for Fiziev. He could just chop at that leg. Oh, never mind. Like Mauricio adapted.
Underdog fight as well. That didn't get publicized enough.
Yeah, and I'm like, this guy
so
like finished Fiziev. I'm like, holy shit, this guy went to war.
I'll be dead honest, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I love Houthi, right?
Yeah.
He's my style. He's my type of guy. But I had it in my head that Fiziev was gonna dog this guy because I thought Fiziev
calf kicks. Yeah.
I thought he was gonna do a lot of strong Muay Thai combos.
Yeah.
Really get on
Clinch,
the
knee,
inside.
elbow.
Houthi loves keeping the distance.
Yeah.
He loves just like countering off things. So if you overpressure someone in tiny gloves, right, you can normally overwhelm them. You saw it happen with Imamov and Adesanya, right? And
Yeah.
Adesanya got clipped. I thought Fiziev was going to do that. So I was
Let the
really
hands go.
surprised when
Yeah.
I saw like, and obviously like Houfi's coming off the loss with what's the French guy?
Benoit Saint-Denis. Yeah.
Yeah, so I thought, okay, confidence might have been knocked a little bit. And Fiziev is like, Fiziev is established. He's fought Gaethje twice. Okay, he lost both times, but
He looked good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he looked good. And I thought, he's probably going to overwhelm Houfi, but no, that fight just went the way it did.
It did.
Good for Houfi.
Yeah, and maybe in the future, because Paddy is going to be at least 10 months off. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Eye pokes, he got punched in the face a bunch of times. Maybe he could fight Torres or, Houfi in the future. Get his hands, his game up. Get his hands going. I do want to see Paddy, like, fight Fiziev or somebody, work on your striking. I know Dariush is fighting... Because Dariush is fighting Torres, so scratch that. But I really want to see Michael Johnson get back in the rankings. Maybe he could have a rematch with Dariush. I know that's random matchmaking.
Michael Johnson, to me, is like... the guy that's fought like
everybody
and is still fucking good.
Yeah.
You know? Like this speed on those hands is like
insane.
It still amazes me to this day. Like he's the guy that knocked out Poirier, I believe.
Yeah, in like a few seconds in the first round.
Poirier. Bro, like, and he obviously fought Khabib as well, bro. He's
fought Gaethje. He fought Barboza, Tony Ferguson in his prime. You know,
his resume is serious.
Yeah,
you know?
One of the best lightweights ever. Yeah, honestly.
Always training with Kamaru Usman as well.
Yeah, I think he used to.
They have dogfights in the gym.
Absolutely. And I do want to see Michael Johnson get another shot at the rankings. He's on a good winning streak right now.
They need to like help him get up more, you know.
Yeah.
Promote him a little bit more.
That Hernandez situation was weird because was it a betting odds thing? It was kind of like the Isaac Dulgarian thing, right?
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, they said that. I'm not sure if the FBI got involved, but they said that it was a betting odds thing, and like too many people were betting on how the fight is supposed to end. And Dana says he's not booking the fight again. So, you know what? That's fine. Get Michael Johnson another boxer. Give him a war. Give him a good fight. Yeah. I want to see him versus Dariush. I don't give a shit what anyone says. Maybe Bobby Green versus Michael Johnson. Give him something, right?
God, I remember. God, who's the guy that fought Topuria? He's bold and he's small.
Bold and small. Oh, Josh Emmett. Josh Emmett. Yeah.
Yeah, he fought. Fucking hell, I've got CTE myself. Who are we just talking about now? Michael Johnson. So Michael Johnson and Josh Emmett fought as well.
Yeah.
And that was a fucking war as well.
Yeah.
And although he got KO'd,
it was looking good in the beginning.
He was going to win that fight, I'm telling you.
Him going down to featherweight was bad, though. His body could not handle that. Yeah, that was not good for him, Joe. That was horrible.
Age as well, man.
Yeah. And he's always been a wider guy. He's always been a skinny guy, but you could tell at his older age he's gaining weight, right? He's not old, but he still looks good. He's like, what? Is Michael Johnson 40? Let me look this up. Is Michael Johnson of the UFC 40?
Naturally, like when you're aging anyway, your testosterone goes down. You lose muscle more.
He's 39 years old, so he's still got time. He's turning 40.
You know, significantly past the prime at this point.
Yeah, but still looking good. Like,
and still fucking doing work in that.
Who's Emmett fighting? He's fighting Vachejos, right? That Argentine. Yeah, I mean, I think Vachejos is gonna get it.
You think he's gonna?
I know Emmett's a dog, but Vachejos. Here's the thing. This either can be. Here's how it's gonna go. Because Emmett doesn't get knocked out, but Emmett is like 40, right? Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, something around.
Probably turning 41 or something. But with Emmett, he's a beast. He could take a lot of damage, but at this point, you can't allow yourself to let damage build. You know what I mean?
No.
So you can't fight wild. You got to be safe because Emmett was going to knock out his left hand and right at one point. He's got to shoot for takedowns. Vachejos is young, so this is going to benefit him. Vachejos wants to kill you. He's going in there looking to finish you. That's either going to benefit him or get Emmett KO'd early. But him being young, reckless, and not giving a shit and feeling unbeatable is either going to help him beat Emmett or it's going to cost him because Emmett's technical, right? Emmett's experienced.
He's technical and he's aggressive.
Yeah.
Right?
So aggressive versus aggressive.
Yeah. It's like two fucking cars coming together, right? If you're too overconfident, you're going to get knocked the fuck out. Especially by Josh Emmett, right?
Yeah.
You look at the experience Josh Emmett has. Like, he's fought Topuria as well.
Yeah.
You know, you learn from that fight. And you adapt now. So I wouldn't count him out completely, but
I think it'll be competitive, but it's going to be a KO. I don't see that shit going to decision. If it does, that's going to be impressive. I mean, don't get me wrong. Emmett took bombs from Topuria. I mean, Topuria knocked out Max. Emmett's chin is arguably one of the best in MMA right now. You know? Him, Vettori, I'm trying to think who else has really good chin in MMA right now. Because Max has a chin, but like, after watching Ilya and Dustin fight him, his last two fights, you could tell, like, he can't be reckless like he was in the Yair fight, taking shots.
Taking his toll.
Yeah, taking his toll. You know, he's 33. In 2 years, he'll be 35, right? Yeah. So, and it's so weird, man. Max was like 19 when he came to the UFC, I think. Mm-hmm. Like 19.
Yeah, so young, bro.
Yeah.
Like, with the Dustin Poirier fight to begin with.
Yeah, and that's a crazy fight to debut for. That's fucking insane. Poirier is your debut.
Yeah, and then coming up, and I don't know, like 10, 11 fight win streak.
Yeah. And then you lost. And then Volk just said, you know what? Fuck that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Volk's
a dog
we could
too.
speak about the next one, which was Volk and Diego Lopez.
I felt like the title shot, obviously the second fight wasn't as exciting as the first one. The first one was more back and forth. This fight, I'd say it's closer, more technical, and fair enough to Diego. He can't run forward and throw his hands like he usually does. This is Volk. You can't do that shit with Volk.
He's a technical, he's surgical, right?
Yeah.
Like, the thing with Volk, he's really good at inside leg kicks as well, and lateral movement. He's always changing stance, and he's always feinting. I think it was his coach over at City Kickboxing. Can't remember his name.
Yeah.
Don't know if you got it.
Eugene is for Adesanya, but...
Oh, Eugene. Devon,
okay.
Right?
Eugene.
Right. He always emphasizes, like, you'd think that most fighters only do 2 or 3 feints, but the normality of it, I saw him teach this in Bang Tao, it's like 8 to 10 feints before they actually throw, like, a decent strike, you know?
Yeah.
And watching, like, Volk, I really, like, studied it, and I was like, fucking hell, like, this guy's a genius, bro. Like, watching him, like, move around the cage and picking his shots perfectly. So, yeah, it was a surgical beatdown, in my opinion, on the second fight. And honestly, it shouldn't have even happened. Like, I don't see why
the
Lopez
point in
gets
it.
that.
Even Aljo deserved the shot more than Lopez at that point, because Aljo, let's be honest, he's been on a win streak. I think he needs one more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He did fight Mavzar.
One more.
Because, like, let's say he and Gene Silva fight for, like, a number 1 contender. That would have been cool, you know? Yeah. But, yeah, seeing Diego get it, I'm like, Aljo could have gotten that shot. Mavzar, granted, Mavzar was inactive and sort of in a Shavkat situation where he hasn't fought since, like, the last time he fought was Aljo, right? And he's fighting Lerone Murphy, I think, undefeated versus undefeated. I like that. I think that makes sense for a number 1 contender. Yeah.
Could have happened sooner, right?
Yeah. Way sooner, but the UFC's in a weird situation with matchmaking. You don't know what goes behind the scenes, I guess. Injuries, people don't want to fight at that time, things happen.
Money.
I think Mavzar should win that fight. I want Lerone to win, though. I think Lerone is more exciting compared to Mavzar. Mavzar isn't very well-rounded. Lerone is.
Yeah, like, Lerone's the deal. The only thing Lerone lacks slightly is personality. Like, entertaining personality. He's a fucking phenomenal technical fighter, but you need to have, like, a bit of fucking bring people. I've seen him do more interviews lately. He's trying to get himself out there a bit more, which is good. Especially if you want to build yourself in hopes that you beat Mosfar. I think that's going to be a very difficult fight. I would argue, potentially, and then you've got Volk, that you could look at these guys as fucking 3 champions. That's how skillful all 3 of them are.
Yeah, and even Arnold Allen is extremely underrated too, I feel, in my opinion. I thought he looked good against when he fought Mavzar, he was stuffing those takedowns and scrambling like a motherfucker. You know, I feel like that's a fight that we don't appreciate enough and that nobody talks about enough. All of those knees I think Arnold Allen landed, I thought those were legal. Mavzar's hands are off the ground, need him in the fucking face. I'm like, oh my god, this guy can actually, because Mavzar's Ingushetian, he's not Dagestani, but he fights like a doggy regardless. So, like, I'm like, Arnold Allen could finish his ass right here, and the ref stops him. What the fuck are you doing? I was screaming at my TV. I'm like, he was about to knock his ass out, because I was all in the mood. I was excited. Like, Mavzar just kept hugging him, because Mavzar reminds me of that Ukrainian guy, Yaroslav Amosov. He just got to the UFC.
Okay. Yeah.
His takedowns were not working on Jackson Jenkins, the Jamaican guy. That's what the fight was. He was stuffing those takedowns. Jackson Jenkins TKO'd him after gassing out. Mavzar was getting tired. I don't care what anyone says. Arnold was giving him problems. And I'm like, yo, this is about to be a Yaroslav Amosov situation. I'm like, what the fuck? I was...
You can tell when someone's fading.
Yeah, like Mavzar was like, man, this motherfucker's not biting on my takedown. Shit.
The thing I love, like, as well, when you actually fucking train and you've been in this situation and sparring, like, you also, like, it makes you connect in the fights a bit more. You can actually tell as well. You're like, oh shit, that guy's dying.
He's dead. He's dead.
He pushes now. He keeps on the gas pedal now. Like, this guy's gonna fade. Yeah. And that's exactly what we saw kind of with Mosfar there.
Even like, with Volk and Islam was getting tired. Same thing when he fought Poirier, he was getting tired. I'm like, man, these guys looking human. What's going on here? So
Yeah, when you think about the Volk Islam 1 fight, bro, so close, right? Like, minuscule. Oh, it makes me sad.
It really does. I really wanted to see Volk become the double champ, and that's the thing. The UFC said fuck that, and I'm like, I agree with the UFC for getting rid of the double champ thing simultaneously, and here's why. It has fucked over the UFC. And the reason why I say that is because so many fighters end up inactive, balancing between. Amanda Nunes, fine, because featherweight was dead for women. There was nobody there. So it made sense. It was made for Chris Cyborg once it fell apart. It was kind of like how PFL did the thing for Kayla Harrison and made the 155-pound division for her, because Kayla's a big girl, let's face it. She's got more testosterone than me, you know. It sucks to admit.
She's a unit, bro.
Yeah. She? I'm kidding. But, she's fucking huge, dude. Like, I look at those arms, I'm like, man.
Yeah, she's got a build, bro.
Yeah, she definitely got a build. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, man.
Yeah, she's definitely there's some things going on with her and Cyborg, maybe.
Yeah, man. I thought they were trannies, but I guess, you know, never mind. But
who knows what supplements they're using, right?
Yeah, who knows if they're women? You know what I mean? So that's.
That's up to the UFC doctors, I'm sure,
to determine.
Disclose anything, right?
Yeah, man. But I also wanted to talk about like falling outs with fighters as well, because when I saw like the whole Hoofy and Gene Silva thing, I was very disappointed in Silva. I don't know what happens behind the scenes, but they were like brothers. I mean, when I heard Silva's story, and it was horrible when I heard about what happened to his mother, her being raped by 3 men. And him hiding under the bed, and then his mother was killed. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, from what I heard, that Mauricio, his brother, killed himself. From what I heard. So you're telling me your brother lets you in his house, gives you a place to stay, sleep, shelter, a place to eat. He played Xbox with you all those times, and then it's like he has mental issues. I'm not talking to him anymore. He is no longer my friend. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? That's your brother. Dude, look at what he did for you in your time of need. And you just abandoned him like that? Like I said, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, but if someone's suffering mentally, this guy lost his brother, and he treated you like a brother. How could you do that?
Right. Like, it's very sad, right? Because you have the fighting nerds in general, right? Which were on a tear. They were, was it Caio Bahio?
Yeah. Carlos Prates, Gene Silva.
This unit training in the same gym, trying to all make it big, on the come up.
Yeah.
And now things are starting to crack. Now we see a loss here and there for Caio Bahio. We see a loss there for, I can't remember, I think it was Gene Silva, right? And Hoofy, right?
Even Hoofy, when he got taken down.
Was Carlos Prates. He's still undefeated, right?
Well, he lost to Ian Gary.
True.
Then he came back and knocked out Jeff Neal, and then he beat Leon Edwards. But I'm going to be honest, like, I was debating who was the best out of all of them, because a lot of people look at Carlos Prates and think he's this one-trick pony, but he has good takedown defense. He has pretty good scrambles.
He's very like Muay Thai based.
Yeah.
When I see like he actually switches from like wide stance to sometimes like very Muay Thai, and he's checking leg kicks. And I'm like, bro, don't keep your fucking legs so narrow in this game, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know,
but he kind of has an idea what he's doing. He mixes it up.
Yeah, but these guys are all on the come up, and to see like when the losses start coming in, this is the time when they should be like coming together a bit more, especially in like family rooted Brazilian fucking team, right? Where like family is everything, right?
Yeah.
And you see like all this like weird shit. I don't know if you saw the stuff with Hoofy doing that interview talking about like this is a bit controversial, like the thing with his wife
and stuff.
Yeah, Barber coming over saying that he's going to deliver a child from God, and I don't know. To me, it just seemed like the Barber's like sleeping with his wife.
Yeah, he might want to get a paternity test for that kid, bro. You know.
Yeah, basically that. For anyone that doesn't know, Hoofy's wife became pregnant after a Barber came and said that God would deliver him a child, or them a child. I think after 10 days after he left, this mythical figure that delivered this precious information, his wife got pregnant. And, you know, she wasn't meant to be able to get pregnant.
So basically she got blacked, you know? I mean,
so I'm just going to leave that one there.
Yeah.
Whether you're a religious person and you have a true faith,
I do believe in God, but that's a bit sketchy, man. I don't. That was a weird story to tell.
To believe that the miracles can happen, I do. But this one just seems too coincidental.
Yeah.
To say the least.
So,
I love Rufy. I hope that's not what happened.
yeah.
Rufy, if you're watching this,
We love you, but
brother, we love you.
that story
But,
was something
please
else,
go,
man. Yeah.
Please go do a paternity test. I just have this inkling that you might want to.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I do hope his wife didn't get blacked, but you know.
Me too.
Yeah, me too. You know, last thing we need is more bastard children, but
more mental problems as well for fighters is something that we don't need. And like you said, like Gene and him have fallen out. I don't know the exact reasons.
Situations
why.
we don't know what happens behind the scenes, but it's fucked up, man. That's your brother. You know what I mean? I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah, especially after everything, you talked about that they've been through.
Yeah, and I kind of wanted to move on from this because, I mean, it does suck. The UFC is really pissing me off, especially with heavyweight. Maybe Almeida will fight Vadim Nemkov in PFL. I don't know what's going to happen with that. And hopefully the fighting nerds fix themselves up because they need each other. They all have elements that the other doesn't. They can literally strengthen each other, But I don't know. The UFC is cutting a lot of fighters. And like you said before we started recording, you were even saying the UFC can't be too picky, but they're being picky. They're still cutting heavyweights. I know Muhammad Usman was ass. I don't think he made really much of a fucking difference in the UFC anyways. He fucking sucked. But getting rid of Almeida and Rosenstrike, these were stupid moves, man. I mean, I don't know why they do that. These were guys that were actually in shape. They actually came ready to fight. I don't want to see Shamil Gaziev. This guy sucks ass.
Oh, bro.
Yeah. Mick Parkin.
Yeah, like, I can't wait to fucking tune into a card to see Shamil Gaziev.
Yeah, Dana's going to cream in his wife when he sees Shamil Gaziev on a fight night card. I mean, like, come on. But...
Bro, like, I don't know what the fuck matchmaking is doing at the moment, but something's wrong.
What's right with it? That's the real question. You know what I mean? Like, what's right with it? Because, like, I don't know how to feel about it. Like, I think there's a lot of... And lightweight, as stacked as it is as a division, there's a lot of old heads in there, right? There are people that aren't ranked that should be ranked. Like, for example, Esteban Ribovic. He's exciting. I want to see him fight a ranked guy. Fader Ziem, I don't think he should be in the rankings. I think his grappling is really good. I'd love to see Fader Ziem versus Mateusz Gamrot. I think that'd be a cool fight.
That'd be a good
right?
fight.
I want to see Jalen Turner get back up there. In my opinion, Ignacio Bahamondes should still be ranked.
Bahamondes, bro, like...
Yeah, he's exciting too. And I don't know, because I do want to see, like, winners. Because I set up a few fights. I want to see Miller versus Dober. Jim Miller versus Drew Dober.
Yeah.
Dariush, maybe at this point, Dariush and Hooker are older. Maybe they could fight each other.
Yeah.
Maybe the winner could fight Fiziev or somebody. Maybe Moicano could fight Chandler. Maybe we could figure something out. Get him a win up there.
Yeah, I don't know where Moicano's been at.
Yeah.
He's been out for a bit.
He's doing his podcast, but, like, I don't know how to feel about Moicano because he's a good fighter. I think he's funny. I like his personality. But
he did what he did to Benoit Saint Denis.
Yeah, then he lost to Dariush. So MMA math is weird.
He dogged the fuck out.
Oh yeah, dude. His shit. He had like 2 potatoes on his eyes. Like that was crazy. Yeah.
But like when you look at like technical grappling, like he really put it on him. And you saw what happened with Saint Denis versus Rufy.
Yeah.
And Benoit Saint Denis also just got a win recently.
Yeah.
So
maybe in the future
we got to look at it as Benoit Saint Denis is on the come up, but he's still not on the level of like Renato Moicano. So
absolutely. So like, let's say Benoit Saint Denis loses, right, to the winner of like to the loser of Oliveira versus Holloway. Maybe he could rematch Moicano. Something like that could happen, but I don't know, because when I look at these fighters, it's really weird. Because Moicano has good striking. His grappling is his base, though. That's his bread and butter. But I think he's in a weird point in his career because he lost to Islam. That's not a bad guy to lose against. You know what I mean?
No.
Dariush is weird in his career because it's like he's good, but he's not shit. But his chin is just,
Yeah, it's on the downside.
Yeah. And Saint Denis just, because when I thought it was a good stoppage by the ref, everyone said he got up. Look, when you fall face first, ass up, when you get hit like that, that's done.
Yeah.
That doesn't look like a guy that's going to get up. You could protest all you want. Nah, man, he was his soul left his body when Saint-Denis hit him. And look, everyone forgets about it. They always focus on the real. He did drop Saint-Denis, but Saint-Denis got right up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
maybe Dariush could fight Hooker. Maybe like one of them fights like after the fight for Z.
I don't know what you do with Hooker right now.
Yeah.
I really don't. I don't see where Hooker is at the moment after that.
Yeah, because he needs to work on his fight IQ and stop grappling with people that are better grapplers than him. What he did with Arman with the submission attempts was stupid. Because after the first time you failed, why'd you do it the second time? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And with Gamrot, okay, I can understand you setting up like chokeholds helped you get up when he took you down. It gave you leverage. You were able to pull on his neck every time he took you down. You were able to build a sort of lever, push up your body against the cage, fine. But like, why in God's green earth he was landing some good jabs? He rocked Saint-Denis a few times. He was landing some good kicks to the body. I'm like, if he keeps his range and lands some kicks, some oblique kicks, maybe mix in a few, jabs, get some combinations, he was causing Saint-Denis a lot of trouble with his like awkward, long, lanky body. And then this motherfucker grabs on his back. Saint-Denis does a judo throw. I'm like, what was he doing? Why would he do that? It reminded me of when Glover pulled guard against Yuri, or like when Kelvin Gastelum rocked out Adesanya. Why would you shoot for a takedown? You know what I mean? It's like one of those moments where like you don't know what's going on in their head. You know what I mean? The fight is intense.
With that, I remember how nice of a fucking setup that was with Kelvin Gastelum. Like he threw, I think it was a feint or at least a midway jab to Adesanya's like torso, and then same side, threw the kick up on the same side, and then stunned Adesanya. And then I think possibly it was down to like cardio issue, or he's just dumb as fuck.
I think both, man. I think he was gassed. He was holding on to him for that brief time period, and I'm like, man, because we need to MMA fighters making stupid choices after giving themselves an opportunity to finish the fight. That needs to be studied. Like I look at that, I'm like, fuck, he shouldn't have done that. Fuck, but like I'm not a fighter. I'm just just some malnourished kid sitting on the couch eating Cheetos. Like I can't talk shit about these fighters, but it's like, bro, you were right there. Like I saw it. Like same thing with like Hooker was causing problems. He probably could have gotten a TKO, broke his rib, or fucked up his liver. He could have done what Petr Yan did to Merab, kept landing those kicks. And another fight that really, I guess, pissed me off because I wanted Song Yadong, like, I like O'Malley and Song Yadong as fighters. Song Yadong, no one can ever convince me the opposite of how I feel. Song Yadong is a more well-rounded fighter than Sean O'Malley. I don't care what anyone says. His striking needs work. I get it. But I think his wrestling is a lot better than Sean's, in my opinion.
I don't know, bro.
Like, I know this is a weird take, but like, O'Malley's decent at grappling. Decent, Like, I don't know. I think Song has...
I think like we haven't seen a whole lot of O'Malley's grappling for a good reason, right? Like he's a fucking insane.
He doesn't need to
striker.
Use it until he will have to.
He is truly an insane, in my opinion. Like he is a truly talented, high IQ striker. Yeah. So many.
He's a sniper. Bang,
He's a sniper, but he's technical and he moves so well with it. That's why Song couldn't catch him, right? Yeah. And that's a big part of like the argument here of being like, who is a more well.
Don't get me wrong. Like O'Malley's the better fighter. He won. I have no problem admitting that, but I hated how like Song abandoned the calf kicks. That really did piss me off because he was really causing him problems. It was kind of like when Cheeto was hitting him, O'Malley didn't like it. And then Song got a good takedown. O'Malley was on his back. He wasn't getting up. Same thing with like the Petr Yan fight. O'Malley had trouble getting up in the end. But
I think like Song's a super explosive guy.
Yeah.
Right? And like you said, like the calf kick was the entry point because when you got two fighters standing like this, the nearest thing to them is the leg, right?
Yeah, he abandoned it.
That fucking Sean doesn't like a good fucking
Pedro Munoz has proven that. Cheeto Vera has proven that.
Yeah, but we don't want to see his peroneal nerve go again. But he also knows how to glide his leg back and stay out.
Yeah, how to switch stances, mix it up, move.
You also got to be aware of when you know someone's going in to go for a calf kick and you're fighting a fucking right-handed fighter like a Sean O'Malley, when that fucking leg comes in, that moment where his leg is off the floor, he's off balance. And if he fucking connects that right hand, it could be over. So there's reasons probably why he didn't keep throwing the calf kick.
Yeah.
But ultimately, maybe he should have because, you're just going to get outpointed.
You're just going to get hit in the face over and over and over, and, you're going to run into shots.
So should you just keep taking the shot anyway, but at least maybe you're going to get
something, maybe get a takedown attempt or something,
Yeah. So the calf kick, probably.
He shouldn't have abandoned it, and I felt like Song could have maybe gotten another takedown earlier on, but I don't know. Like, I think Song is really good. Maybe he could fight Cheeto, get a rematch. Maybe he could fight Mario Bautista. Do something like that. Get a win back in there, because, like, I feel Song will become... I don't want to say he'll become the next Corey Sandhagen, because Corey is his own dimension, his own level of fighter. Like, he's different. Maybe Corey could fight O'Malley sometime in the future. I really wanted to see Corey fight O'Malley for the belt. I don't know. Him fighting Cheeto kind of pissed me off, but...
I think it should be a Corey O'Malley, and I think there should be a Song versus a Cheeto.
Yeah, or maybe Bautista. I think Song and Bautista would be a lot better.
Bautista's a dog, bro. Like, he's really proven himself.
Yeah, Vinicius Oliveira, he's 180 pounds cutting to that much weight. Yeah, I mean, I knew he was gonna lose to Bautista. They rushed him too quick. He's talented, but he's not like as skilled as Bautista is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's really next for Umar? Because he beat Corey. He hasn't... The Lord knows the UFC is not going to have Umar fight O'Malley. That's just not going to happen.
No.
Yeah.
No.
They'll protect him.
No, you wouldn't want to fuck O'Malley's...
win streak right now.
Yeah, and he's the entertainment factor.
And he's our, like, Irish-American superstar version of Conor, so it's...
That would be, like, truly a humiliation ritual.
That'd be bad, because Merab fucked him up. I can't imagine what Umar would do.
Yeah.
They're gonna...
That would be seriously dumb as fuck if they do that.
Yeah, they're gonna put him against Petr Yan.
It's no longer a conspiracy. It's like you guys are genuinely doing negative things to your own company.
Yeah. I know. We know that O'Malley.
I don't know where Umar goes, because Umar fought Batista not long ago.
Yeah, he did. But Bautista, that's not much of a win. Same thing with Figueiredo. Figueiredo's old, and that he just rubbed on him the whole time. And Figueiredo looked like a war veteran, man. Just PTSD. He had shell shock. He looked like he didn't want to let his hands go. He knew that he was fucked as soon as Umar would shoot for a takedown. So, like, he was so hesitant, and he doubted everything he wanted to do. And, Figueiredo's a weird one.
Umar also didn't put, like, a massive statement on that fight.
I mean,
when you're looking at someone, like, not committing, right? Like a Davidson Figueiredo, you say, like, all right, to impress boss man, I'm going to go and fucking do my thing and try and get a KO here. And he just kind of, like, kept him always in range, but never really did anything.
Figueiredo hits hard, though. That's the thing.
Kind of just sums up the fucking, like, Dagestani type of, like, fight mentality where you do, like, just enough to win, but, like, you leave everyone, like, bored as fuck.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And I think with Figueiredo, like, he hits hard. His power comes from flyweight. I don't think his power is going to put someone out, but he did drop Petr Yan, and...
Bro, he was on a tear for a long time, Figueiredo.
Yeah, I mean, even he fought... I remember he fought Font, and then he beat Garbrandt. He fought Cheeto, and he... I forget who else, because then when I don't know how to describe it. Like, the fight with Petr Yan was competitive. I'll give him that. But, like... What really pissed me off was the fight with Corey. Figueiredo was a fat fuck before that fight. He did not look like he was himself. The age is really coming in. He looks slower. He's not as fast and aggressive and as monstrous as he was in flyweight. And I'm like, the Figueiredo that fought Corey, I thought Figueiredo would beat Corey. I'm going to be honest. I really going into that fight. But then when I saw how he looked like before, I'm like, he looks really bad. He just does not look like him. And then he fucked up his jaw, I heard, or something before that fight. And the injuries are just going to build up, I'm like, he looks like he's not motivated. He's older, injuries. It all piles up. So.
Yeah. When you fight like that, like the Moreno fights and everything, like you're going to take damage. You're going to take a lot of damage. So you can't be fighting like a fucking idiot anymore,
You're not young anymore, man. Your body can't take that type of damage. And I am looking forward to the UFC. Hopefully the White House card, they're looking at quantity over quality, and I don't like that. I don't want there to be numerous title fights. Let's say they all go to decision. Oh, she shot for a takedown.
So. I'm genuinely convinced that we're not going to see great quality fights.
Yeah, I want to see Ilya fight Gaethje on it. I want to see O'Malley versus Petr Yan. But then again, people are going to be like, well, Petr Yan's Russian. He's not going to fight on the White House card. And so, there's a lot of, a lot of conflict with the matchmaking. And then getting visas. We know how it's a pain in the ass when it comes to Central Asians and Russians, people in Eastern Europe as well, getting, and especially with these Slavic countries, they always have problems getting fucking visas to come over here. I mean, I know Trump's our president, so maybe he could work something out. He got Hamzat to fight here, so maybe he could work. I mean, Trump should make it easier. You know what I mean? He is buddies with guys in the UFC. So
yeah, I mean, this is the whole thing. Is like Trump can call the
shots. I think that's the magic of this card. I do want to see Sean Brady get a win first. Let's say Sean Brady fights someone, right? Maybe he could fight Islam for the belt. But I feel Prates is going to fight. He's supposed to fight JDM according to rumors, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Who's Ian Gary fighting? Because Michael Morales I want to see Michael Morales versus Ian Gary.
My dog. Just spaces out for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, I want to see Carlos Prates fight JDM and Ian Gary versus Michael Morales, and then God knows Shavkat's out. I think his career is done. If we see him in 2027, he's got to fight someone else to get the belt.
That 170-pound division is so ridiculously fucking
stacked. It's insane.
It's scary. Like Michael Morales,
Carlos Prates, Ian Gary, JDM, Islam,
Shavkat's out. Okay, Kamaru Usman.
Joaquin Buckley.
So many, Joaquin Buckley. Like, there's so many good fighters in there. It's hard to pick for Ian Gary because he's in such a tight spot now. I don't know, because you got Sean Brady.
I think Michael Morales deserves the shot more, and here's why. He beat Sean Brady, who was on a winning streak. I mean, Ian Gary beat the former UFC champion. Yeah, I get that, but look at how many champions we've had since Bilal already. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, but would you put, like, Michael Morales on the White House card?
For entertainment-wise, yeah, because Dana said it himself. He's not looking for American fighters. He's looking for the best fighters. But the problem is the best fighters in the world aren't American anymore. When you look at 2013, you had all-American champions. John Jones, Dominic Cruz, Jose Aldo, Cain Velasquez, Australia, England, other parts of the British Isles as well, right? As an American, I want to make sure I get my geography right. I know you guys like to make fun of us for how retarded we are, but when you look at the UK, when you look at Australia, you look at Dagestan, you look at Russia, you look at Georgia, these countries have caught up. They're not behind. America's behind now when it comes to fighting. Yeah. So it does suck to see that. And the UFC is an American organization. John Jones is no longer the champion. We don't have any American champions. Yes, we have Kayla Harrison, but she has she broke that neck. She broke her spine. God knows how long before she comes back. God knows how long before it is before she makes her return. And that's the thing. That's why I think we need to save Gaethje versus Ilya for the White House card. We need to save Petr Yan versus O'Malley for the White House card. Because think about it, O'Malley has a win. Does he deserve the shot? No, he lost to Merab twice. But he's American. He's excitement. Pereira. Pereira. Maybe he goes up to... I want to see Pereira go up to heavyweight before the White House card. Fight Aspinall. Maybe Jones comes back if Pereira's heavyweight champion,
No, they're saying,
he has arthritis or some shit. I don't know. Is that to fool us?
Because he's campaigning. He's like, oh, Dana, let me fight on the White House card.
I think it's for attention. Same thing when Conor does stupid shit for attention. So
it's very odd. It's it's going back and forth. Make your mind up.
Look, if Pereira knocks out Aspinall or Gane let's say he knocks out Gane for an interim belt or for the vacated heavyweight belt or some shit like that. John Jones is getting his ass. JJ is going to beg Dana for that title shot. You know how it is with the company. Dana would allow it to happen because Dana's like, oh, we don't want Jones on. I'm like, the White House card looks kind of shit. Pereira doesn't seem to want to fight on it. Izzy doesn't seem excited for wanting to fight on it. You're fighting in front of a bunch of suits. They're not fans of the sport. Fighters aren't going to care. Yeah, just a bunch of politicians. We watch this sport.
It really is like a novelty card, right?
Yeah.
It's just for the pretentious,
for the entertainment, bread and circuses. You know what I mean? Yeah.
It's it's hard to get fully invested with the narratives of are the fights even fucking meaningful to, in quote unquote, the rankings, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
think we'll have to see.
We will definitely have to see. I was very disappointed because like I was excited for this White House card because they announced it since like July 4th of last year, and then they were like, yeah, it seems like there's not a lot going in. Dana's not hyping it up. Dana seems annoyed and angry and depressed as fuck every time he talks about the White House card. So what are we thinking about the White House, Dana? And then Dana gives that constipated face as usual, and just veins popping out of his head, annoyed, frustrated.
What did he say? What did he say? Oh, we don't talk about that till Tuesday.
I guess we'll have to wait until he goes on Instagram Live or something, and then we'll get some results out of him. But, yeah, man.
Lene, what did he say?
Yeah, but,
He's always, like, really acts weird when he gets, like, a question.
A question. It's like he ignores it, he gets pissed off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dana's...
mocks the interviewer that asked.
Yeah, he gets annoyed with media nowadays.
What did you say?
Like, don't get me wrong, MMA media can be retarded and be really bad at making it exciting or ask really stupid questions, but when they ask a question that we genuinely want the answer to, he can be a dick to them. You know, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
True. And then you don't want, as a like media press guy, you don't want your press pass to be revoked.
Oh, absolutely.
You know? So you're thinking like, oh, if I actually ask meaningful questions other than sucking his dick, like, am I going to be
banned and get the Ariel Helwani treatment? You know, so it puts the interviewers in a tough space because if they're not sucking his dick and and swallowing Dana's kids, then they're going to get shat on, they're going to get outcasted possibly, and become a meme or some shit like that. But if they ask retard questions, they stay. So.
Well, you saw it like when he was promoting the Canelo Alvarez boxing card, and he was doing a press conference there, and he was getting fucking grilled by Ebron because he's trying to change the Ali Act.
You give a shit about boxing and not your fighters. It's like he cares more about power slams up for boxing and Turkey way more than his guys in the UFC.
I can't understand it. I can't understand like having such a great legacy building the UFC. And then just like dropping that right towards the final, like what would you call it, twilight years of his career.
Oh, absolutely.
You want to be known for fucking boxing and power slap?
It's dead. Boxing's dead. Jake Paul is the only thing getting attention on it. And I don't want MMA fans becoming like boxing fans. Oh, he lost. He's washed. He's no longer undefeated. He's washed. What I like about MMA, because my bad, I cut you off.
No, you're good.
I was going to say what I like about MMA is that the fights that we want to happen most of the time. In boxing, we got to wait 6 years or 7 years or that shit never happens. These guys get paid millions of dollars just to not fight for the past 3 years. And they're very inactive. In the UFC, at least they're more active. In the UFC, at least the fights we want to happen. Tony Ferguson was on like an 8 losing streak, but hey, we all loved him. We stuck by him.
Yeah.
Boxing fans aren't loyal. They aren't like that. The best don't fight the best. They're cherry picking their fights. So.
Yeah. And then they still don't get the fight going that everyone wants to see.
Yeah.
And eventually, like, one of them loses. Like, we never got to see, like, Anthony Joshua versus Deontay
Wilder or him versus Fury. Hopefully we see that. And by the time it happens, they're way out of their primes anyways. Like Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather.
Prime. They've all got a few more
should have happened in 2009, Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather. So.
Yeah. Like, they lose the O. And the O is the thing that was making it
exciting. To lose your O, you got to go.
Joshua was undefeated. Deontay Wilder was undefeated. Fury was undefeated.
The newsie just comes in and molests everybody.
Like, when we look at, like, fucking power slap, and I hate even those words coming out of my mouth because I think it's such a fucking retarded sport. There really is, like, only one thing that can happen, or two things. Like, you either get slapped and you stay up, or you fall down, right? I don't understand how you can keep getting excited for a new event coming up, a new power slap.
It's so predictable. Like, yeah.
There's no, like, at least in MMA, you've got so many ways to win.
Submission, knockout decision, some new shit you've never seen.
Yeah, there's constant new things happening. Even now, like, we see, like, new submissions, new things.
Even Corey, when he did that with TJ.
You get one fucking attack. It's a slap. That's it, bro.
That's it. And you got to take it, and then we're going to watch cerebral spinal fluid leak out your ear. Like, this is retarded.
Yeah, come on, bro. Like, they're like, oh my god, did you see that? Yeah, he just got slapped. Not like
no shit. He just stood there and took it. What the fuck else was he supposed to do? Yeah.
Like, not like we saw, like, 14 of the same things happen on the same card, like, this whole night. Like, get over it. Like, it's a shit sport. He's in over his head. He believes there's something that it's not. I don't know why.
I mean, it works for Instagram Reels. I'm going to be honest with you. When that first came out, I'm like, holy shit, I just started laughing. But when I really think about it, it's gonna get more views on Instagram Reels than it will get for like the actual thing. I think, didn't they give Dana an extra $700 million to keep Power Slap the fuck away from Paramount? I swear I heard something about that. Yeah, I laughed about that.
I think like you're not gonna sit through. I'm not. Just gonna sit through a whole event. I'll watch maybe a reel or two.
Oh, of course, on Instagram or something like that.
But bro, other than that, like it's a dead fucking sport.
Yeah.
Bro. Like, so that's my kind of take on Dana's endeavors outside of the UFC.
Yeah, man, and I like your takes on that. I feel this is going to go a very long way. You know, I am looking forward to doing this more. And for the next Paramount card, we going to react to it? We're definitely going to react to it.
I think we react to it.
Yeah, you know, maybe we'll do a breakdown of the whole card, kind of like what Guru and DJ did. You know,
We'll go over things and then go over the fights next to make.
Yeah, and then we'll create we should even create a series on like what fights should be made next. I think that's an excellent idea.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. And you can do like fight predictions, etc. A lot of the same things most people do, but I think this can be a bit more unfiltered here.
Oh, absolutely, man. And I think we should end it off here. I think we talked and covered every single topic.
Yeah. I think from everything recent and everything meaningful, we've covered most of it.
Absolutely. You know? Guys.
It was good. I appreciate you having me on, man.
Thank you. No, it's a blessing. It's an honor. Keep hitting him up on Instagram. Hit him up on all his platforms. We're going to put the link in the descriptions and the accounts and everything like that. And yeah, I can't wait to get this started.
Sure.
All right. Peace.
I'm really excited for it.
Same here. All right. Let's do this.
Catch you later, brother.
Catch you. See you, man. Take it easy.